Hello friends, if you were with me yesterday when we did the simple cooking class 101, we had all frozen ingredients except for our burrata with tomatoes. We had frozen haddock, frozen calamari, and frozen Italian greens. We turned that into a delicious, healthy, sexy, passionate chef's kiss dish. We baked the fish. Okay, if you were with us for that yesterday, good for you. I hope it turned out well for you. I hope you learned something. Now, it's important. I really just want to show you this is going to be quick, simple. This is how soups were developed. This is how soups became something. So if you're familiar with the Youngstown, Ohio area, you're familiar with Italian greens and wedding soup. Today, my friends, is kind of like a cross between pasta fagioli. Fagioli means bean, and wedding soup. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to improvise with my leftovers. I have 2 cans of white northern beans. Don't strain them if you're going to make this a soup. And I think we're just going to make this a soup. I'm like so torn because if you weren't going to make this a soup from your leftovers, strain the beans, cut up some garlic, get some meat in there. I cut up some bacon. I'm going to fry up the bacon first, then I'm going to dump these Italian greens in there, add a little bit more olive oil with some minced garlic and just a little bit of onion that I have. Let that soften up, pour in my beans, maybe some chicken stock if I have it for the soup addition. And that's it. It's super simple. It's easy. So if you didn't want to have the soup, strain these, do everything exactly in that order, and then you have beans and greens. Mwah, chef's kiss. Okay, try this at home. If you'd like to see this for your own eyes, let's try to make this simple and quick. Fry up my my bacon. And I just cut this with my scissors. It was 3 slices. Sausage would also be a very good one. You can check out my bundles and these aprons on my website. I have my book, this Passionate Chef's Kiss earring. That's the bundle. I also have this holiday edition, which this one is shipping from Amazon right now. This holiday one has an Italian turkey and Feast of the Seven Fishes secrets. So both wonderful cookbooks. And let's see. Okay, while this is heating up and starting to cook, I'm going to mince my garlic. How do we do it? We don't need anything special, do we? Just our wonderful big knife. So like this. And you smash it. It does most of the work for you. See how beautiful that comes off? So if you're learning anything, I hope it's that you want to keep things simple. You don't need extra special gadgets hanging out in your kitchen, making clutter. I have a list of staple items. I'm also going to be selling simple cutting boards like this on my website. That's a Sina staple. And I'll continue to grow and glow and teach you how to make a simple, happy, healthy life. And that is sexy, my friends. Nothing sexier than health as our wealth, because if you're healthy, then you have a happy mind and a happy body. And that is what life is all about. Keep things pretty simple. All right, this looks great. Just get my little extra peels out of there. What am I going to do? I already smashed it. I could give it a little extra smash to help me, but run your knife through and let this hang out to the very end with some olive oil that it can swim in, because you never want to burn your garlic. And you don't want garlic to be one of the very first things that you add to a dish. It only takes a second for those flavors to go poof with the olive oil. And that is when everybody comes running down. What are you cooking? And you tell them, you wait. Aspetta, aspetta. That means wait in Italian. Okay, let's get our onion cut up as well. I don't have much onion. That's okay. You just need a little bit. This will give you something else to chew in your soup. And again, I'm using my big knife. Like that. However you choose to do it. And then set this aside. These will also soften up pretty quickly as well. I'm going to add my onion right near the end of my bacon so that the onion can absorb all those flavors. Let's check on our bacon. Yeah, looks great. All of those drippings, you're going to loosen up with just a little bit more olive oil and also some chicken stock. The juice from your beans will also allow that to bring up and make a really good flavor. And then you have a really easy stock. You don't always need a bone. I mean, it would be nice, but we don't always have one, do we? In my book near the end, I give you facts about chicken stock and how healthy they are for you, healthy it is for you, and how healthy bones are. And I say, never waste a good bone. I also have aprons that say that. So cute. It's so true. Okay. Let's check on our bacon. That looks good. See all that grease in there? I didn't add any olive oil yet. Let's scoop off our onions. Just our little bit of onion. You could add a whole onion. I added all I've got. And again, this is just showing you how to use leftovers and turn it into a soup. That is how soups were developed and made. And what I would do if I wasn't watching my carbs, I would show you how we turn some stale bread. I would put that in here now and start absorbing, add a little bit of water. And that is the true definition of a zuppa. A true zuppa is made with stale bread. Did you know that? If you got my book, then you would. Or if you're watching this video, Cooking Class 101.A, because this is the leftovers from 101. It smells good in here. So I just want those just to soften up just a little bit longer. Absorb the flavors. And then I'm going to dump in my greens, a little olive oil, and my garlic. Then I will add my beans and a little bit of chicken stock if I have it. Simmer on low, let the flavors blend, and you have yourself a wonderful leftover soup. Okay, that looks good. We are going to get rid of all these greens. What better way than in with some bacon, onion, garlic, and beans. Push those apart, let them absorb all those flavors. Now, you could eat this just like this. Nothing wrong with that. Put a little bit more olive oil, add your garlic. You could eat it just like this. Or you could strain your beans, add those in, eat them just like that. It would be a beans and greens. But it's kind of a cold, rainy day here in Ohio, and I really wouldn't mind getting some chicken stock in me for my bones. It would just seem really soothing. And then you can top your bowl with a little bit of fresh grated cheese. A little bit of crushed red pepper if you want. Doesn't that look delicious? All right, let me get my olive oil. I'm going to make a little bed of it. A little pool for this garlic just to swim in so I can keep an eye on it. So it can soften up. There we go. Let's count. I bet you if you count to like 30, all those flavors will go in the air. Poof. Let me get my chicken stock out. Chicken stock is also a Sina staple. That's in my book. Northern beans, a staple. Garlic, olive oil, those are staple items. Just try never to run out of them. And then fire roasted canned tomatoes, especially when we live in the north or anywhere cold. I mean, honestly, even if I lived on a farm, you have to have those staple items. Let's start stirring this around. Let it continue to go through all of the greens. No, this smells so much better. Delicious. All of those flavors got to marry and blend in this greens because got these greens frozen from Jimmy's Italian Market, and he has a lot of stemming with these, which I don't blame him. He's not wasting. But when I get fresh greens and make them at home, I cut out the stems because they are a little bitter. All right. Let's add in our not strained beans because we're making it a soup. 1 pan. These are white northern beans. You can also use cannelli beans. Ta-da. And let's pour in all of our stock that we have left over. And then we're going to just reduce our heat and let these flavors continue to blend. And that's it. If you have a little bit of a cheese rind, which I do, for my Parmesan Reggiano, I'm going to stick it in here and let it just cook with our soup. Just a little extra flavor. It's a very green soup. This is a beans and greens soup for sure. Now, if I had a little bit of like a sausage that wasn't frozen, I would drop it down and do some sausage crumbles. Actually, because I do have a frozen one, I think I might get it out and just like kind of drop it in just to get some more protein in here. All right, turn it down low. Let them blend. And there you have it. Leftover Italian green soup. Easy. Keep watching, keep cooking. Go to sexyseries.shop, and continue to cook and learn with Jamie Sina. Bye-bye. All right, let's try it.
Hey, Rosie, Chris Islow, how are you? Good. Yeah,
I'm just going to dish out just a little bit. And I would love to top this with a little bit of cheese and crushed red pepper flakes. I'm going to do just the red pepper flakes. There we go.
I'll do many things. All right, you want us to pause it?
Let's try it. Oh, it's good.
I'll send you a picture
Yum.
of it.